And what is going on, guys? It is the Theory Master here, and today, I guess this is the second video today, for the first day hype. I've got all that hype going. So, we are talking about the freaking butterfly effect. Alright, be prepared for like a 10-minute long video, right? Because I like to just go full into depth. They made a movie on this. They pretty much did everything they could with this. Only nobody has solved it. So, I actually had a thought. Time travel's impossible. Because, say that you go talk to Carl and, say that you hop back in time. Alright? Then you tell Carl, time travel exists. Well, Carl somehow finds a guy that inevitably invents time travel, and he Carl tells that guy, we'll name him David. Carl tells David, "Yo, guess what? Time travel exists." And you sort of invented it. So then the guy sort of goes on like a rampage trying to solve it. But in the end, he cannot, and then time travel never exists, which creates a paradox in which you don't exist going back to that moment in time, but in which turn would mean that Carl never told Carl never told David that time travel exists. So, all that good stuff happens. Alright? I also want to say, to go along with that, no, I get it. You might not tell who invented time travel, but it's still gonna disrupt everything. Alright? But let's go on to talk about that paradox even more. Because, then time travel would exist, which enables you to go back, but then time travel doesn't exist, so it just goes in an infinite loop without any solution, which is called a paradox. Paradoxes, paradoxes are very bad news for anything, because they could rip space and time apart, which is not what we want. What we would want with time travel is actually just to sort of learn about history instead of destroy it. In addition to that, going on the butterfly effect, is what happens when you, go back in time and nothing happens that is ultra significant. Will something still change? Well, that's something that we'd have to check out and look farther into, which I will do when I come right back in a second. Alright, guys, so we are back, and right here we see the butterfly effect definition. The scientific theory that a single occurrence, no matter how small, can change the course of the universe forever. 1. A man traveled back in time to the prehistoric ages and stepped on a butterfly, and the universe was entirely different when he got back. 2. The flap of a butterfly's wings changed the air around it so much that a tornado broke out 2 continents away. Alright, let's go on to this. It has been said something as small as the flutter of a butterfly's wings can ultimately cause a typhoon halfway across the world. That's the chaos theory. Butterfly effect, the sensitive dependency on initial conditions in which a small change at one place can result in large differences in a larger state. And last but not least, from the Dust Bowl of Western Africa to our own desert Southwest, from South and Central America to the plains of Siberia, across Europe and Asia. Borlaug's, I guess, Pacific seed product flourished and regenerated where no seed has ever thrived before. What? Alright, that's not a good one to end on. I just had an awesome idea. Suppose all matter and energy is made of tiny vibrating strings. Okay, what would that imply? I don't know. Can we not see? Alright, so yeah, this is pretty much a visual. Flap, flap, flap. Oh, and then yes. Alright, so that's butterfly effect right there. And I don't want butterfly effect to ever happen. Okay, like if time travel ever exists, I'm just gonna be on the no butterfly effect party and hopefully stop it, but it won't be stopped because yash. Alright, so here we go. In chaos theory, the butterfly effect is a sensitive dependency on conditions in which even the slightest seemingly non-related event can have a huge difference on the outcome of another. Alright, I've got another example to show you. When we come back. Welcome back, everybody, and this is what I'm talking about. If you could go back in time to kill your grandfather so you don't exist, who will go back in time to kill your grandfather? That is the exact point of it. So, grandfather alive goes to your father being born, which leads to man born, man travels in time, man creates new timeline by killing grandfather. Grandfather dies, father never born, man never born. So, how that's a paradox right there. How would that ever happen? Because it would cut off right there. All right. Only it wouldn't because your grandfather would have never been alive. So it's just terrible to think about. And look at what came up. The butterfly effect. This is everything right here. Alright, right here, this is it. Butterfly effect is going to kill, everybody in the entire freaking world if time travel ever exists, which hopefully it doesn't. Like, before, I was thinking, oh, please let time travel exist. I want to go back in time, change everything, change this one thing that I've always wanted to change, but now that I think about it, no way, because I could ultimately just destroy the universe with that. So, with that, I will leave you guys on this theory a little like half empty, right? And here is the last one that we will look at. So there's today, closed time like curve, Terran space time, then tomorrow. So you'd have to go through Terran space time before you could even time travel. So I hope you guys did enjoy this. And question of the day, of course. The question of the day is, if you could go back in time and change one thing and no butterfly effect would happen, what would it be? Again, I get it. We're going to get like 1 or 2 comments, but I'm totally cool with that. As long as somebody's watching my videos, I will keep putting them out there. I will keep making theories. So, I will see you guys next time. And yeah. Bye-bye.